Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Ann Trujillo with the latest from Denver 7. Our roads are a bit of a mess tonight. Mother Nature is mostly to blame, but in the case of Sheridan, a water main break is not exactly helping matters. What you're seeing right now is Oxford at Navajo, where that break happened. And just down the road, Santa Fe is closed at Oxford over a sinkhole, and traffic is being rerouted northbound. Also today, we have seen flooding and heavy rain around Denver and Aurora, along with quarter-sized driving hail in Aurora and Genesee. Denver 7's Stacey Donaldson is here with what the rest of the night has in store.
A chance for a few more scattered thunderstorms into the rest of this evening. We did not have any watches or warnings here for the Denver area, and I do think we'll see more thunderstorm activity tomorrow during the afternoon and pretty much through the rest of the week, even though our temperatures will hover around 90 degrees, even in through the 4th of July, 90 degrees for an afternoon high, 89 on Friday with a chance for more thunderstorms, a little cooler on Saturday, and we'll stay in the 80s into Sunday and Monday as well.
All right, Stacey, thank you very much. More deaths are leading to more restrictions on Colorado's rivers. This morning, an Arizona man was killed rafting on Clear Creek. That death happened in Clear Creek County and came just hours after Jeffco restricted access to parts of the same waterway in Golden and unincorporated areas. In Fort Collins, recovery efforts have been called off for a rafter who's been missing in the Poudre River. First responders used drones and ground crews to comb a 12-mile stretch of the water. It still came up empty. And tonight, search and rescue missions continue for a woman swept away while crossing a creek near the Rio Grande. Hinsdale County deputies tell us the 64-year-old from Louisiana and her husband were trying to get by in their Jeep, but the water was just too strong and they stalled. Both jumped from the roof of the vehicle. The husband made it to shore. The wife did not.
Oh, God.
And take a look at this video. It was shot Saturday in San Miguel County, and we're told the Jeep's driver was eventually rescued by kayakers. And this is what conditions look like right now in the Eagle River near Vail. At least one home was flooded. Another had to be evacuated as a precaution. So with this being one of the wettest seasons in decades, you might think fireworks shows would be a lock for the 4th of July. And you'd be wrong.
The biomass can dry out in a matter of a couple of days and go right back up to a high fire danger.
It's one night a year.
It speaks to a change in Colorado.
It's still very disappointing. It's hard to believe they haven't reconsidered.
Tonight, Denver 7's Russell Haythorne is going 360 on the many bands in place and the high country drama they're creating.
Fireworks on the 4th of July just might be as American as apple pie and as beloved as beer and baseball.
I love fireworks.
Really, it's a Frisco tradition.
And it's just the 4th of July, you know?
But with persistent drought in recent years, many mountain towns have reluctantly and regrettably snuffed out those star-spangled salutes. While no one questions those decisions in drought years, this year is different.
If it's not going to be a fire issue, let's have the fireworks.
So we're going 360 with the towns going dark this year, the towns still lighting up the skies, the businesses feeling the heat, and the residents who are both hot and cold on canceling fireworks.
I think the towns are put in a difficult situation because they have to plan and make the decision.
We're starting in Aspen, where town leaders have canceled the show, saying it just isn't worth the risk.
The brush is so overgrown. There's so much burnable fuel in these areas.
Aspen says despite the soggy spring, the show is a no-go.
There could be about $1 billion worth of real estate value on that mountain.
Heading over Independence Pass to Frisco, town leaders here say it's not about fire danger at all.
We have limited road infrastructure.
They're just burned out on all the people.
You all leave from fireworks at exactly the same time. When it's over, we knew we would likely have a fair amount of gridlock.
And that, they say, is a safety issue.
It impairs the ability of first responders to get to everything from a broken leg to a heart attack.
Never want to run out of beer.
But business owners like Scott Pullman are red hot about it.
I don't really buy it. I think we could plan for it. It's one night a year.
Pullman owns Prosit Beer Hall and says there's no question he's going to lose business.
We do see about a 25% drop-off in years that we don't have fireworks.
It's just disappointing. It's a 40-year tradition.
Rob Philippi agrees. He's a building owner. He's lived in Frisco since he was 2 weeks old and says Town Hall is out of touch.
There's always been a big disconnect between the hired help in Town Hall and the community.
Frisco traditionally lights its fireworks off from the middle of Lake Dillon to minimize fire risk. And that brings us over Berthoud Pass to Winter Park, where the show will go on.
It's a great show and shot from a very safe area about 2 blocks away and in that direction, and they're shot high enough.
Chamber Director Catherine Ross says the fire danger is low and all systems are a go.
The forest floor hasn't greened up too much yet, and it is greening up, but it hasn't dried.
And unlike Frisco, Winter Park's welcome sign is big, bold, and bright.
Arms are open. We're very welcoming to everybody still coming. We're not worried about too many people. We have room for everybody to come visit.
From the city side, Denver shares Winter Park's enthusiasm.
From a fire standpoint, we feel great about the type of fireworks that we use here.
The Civic Center Conservancy will host its 10th annual Independence Eve concert and fireworks show.
It's really become an iconic event.
And this year, it's using low aerial pyrotechnics to minimize smoke and ash.
Really no fallout as far as ash.
As you can imagine, public opinion is mixed.
I love fireworks, so it's definitely sad from that perspective.
Philippi even circulated a petition in Frisco gathering roughly 500 signatures to get the town to reconsider.
There was a separate petition of 200 signatures from the students at the high school.
I've seen it here gridlocked this past winter with ice sculptures and dew tour, and it's not safe.
While Frisco and Breckenridge are going dark altogether, Aspen may not have bombs bursting in air, but the light show will still be there.
We will replace it with a very sophisticated drone show.
I don't think having fireworks is a litmus test for being patriots.
Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.
So tell us what you think. Should communities keep the ban going? We want to hear from you. Email us at 360@thedenverchannel.com, or you can always comment on our Facebook page. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thank you so much for joining us. And check back here later tonight for another update, and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Ann Trujillo.